We welcome everybody to Great Park Synagogue and to Shmooze. It's about unity, bringing the Jews together, and I'm so delighted to welcome our Chief Rabbi.
Lag BaOmer Sameach to everybody. Thank you, Rabbi Goldstein. It's so heartwarming. And I say heartwarming not just because I'm standing in front of the biggest fire that I've ever seen, which is warming us physically, but it is truly heartwarming to be here at Great Park Shul in this magical forest right next to the shul, this iconic forest, this iconic shul that represents so much of the history of our South African Jewish community and so much about the future. And to see all of you here together in this beautiful celebration of Lag BaOmer is a testimony and a tribute to the leadership of Rabbi Goldstein and Rebbetzin Goldstein and everything that they and their family do for this congregation. Their love, their compassion, their vision. What I love about Great Park is that it represents the optimism of the future of our community. Because you know, when this shul was being built, there were so many voices of negativity in the community who said, no, we don't need the synagogue. It's already, the community must start downsizing. But Rabbi Goldstein, Clive Blechman, and all of the incredible leadership of this community said, no, we see a future. We see a bright future and we want to build that future. We're not going to sit back passively. We are going to create the kind of future we want. Look at this incredible park here today, this forest filled with people. So for all of those pessimists who said not to build this community and this shul, today we are all here to say that we are here and we are celebrating Lag BaOmer together. And friends, that is such an important message of Lag BaOmer. Because what is Lag BaOmer about? One of the important teachings of Lag BaOmer comes from the Chidah, who explains that we know that during these weeks of the Omer, there was a terrible tragedy that befell the Jewish people, that we lost the best and the brightest, the students of Rabbi Akiva, the best and the brightest of the Jewish people were passed away in a plague, in an epidemic, in a pandemic, that decimated the scholarship and the teachers and the Talmidei Chachamim of the Jewish people. And you know what Rabbi Akiva did? He was already an old man at that time and he lost all of his students. He started again. He started again with 5 students. And the day that Rabbi Akiva started again with 5 students, according to the Chidah, was Lag BaOmer. It is the day of rebirth. It represents rebirth and renewal. And friends, it takes so much courage to be able to do that. Can you imagine Rabbi Akiva in that moment? Here's a man who put in decades of his life to teach these students, and he had thousands of them. And then he watched them die one after another, young men in the prime of their lives. Can you imagine the pain, the trauma that he had to experience? And then after all of that, he decided that he wasn't going to give up. He wasn't going to give up and he would start again, and he started with 5 students. You know what courage that takes? And that courage is the courage we celebrate on Lag BaOmer. It is the courage to say we will renew ourselves and we will rebuild again. And where does that strength come from? It comes from the neshama, from the soul within. That's why on Lag BaOmer we light these great bonfires. They are like big Yortzeit candles, of course, for the Yortzeit of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, but they represent the greatness of the neshama, of the soul within us that God has created us with, which gives us resilience, courage, strength, resource within to be able to start again, to rebuild and to make a difference. And that, friends, is what Lag BaOmer is about. And that message could not be more pertinent for our world, and it couldn't be more pertinent for our community at this time. After 2 years of COVID, to come here in this forest and think about this time last year. This time last year, we didn't have the vaccine. This time last year, we were about to head into a winter where so many people passed away because of the pandemic. Our community was shaken, our world was shaken, and yet today, here we are, with Hashem sending the blessing of healing, Hashem sending the blessing of the medicines and the vaccinations that we need, and Hashem sending the blessing of the end of this, so that now begins the task of rebuilding, of renewing. And to me, to be here tonight gives me such a sense of optimism and hope, and a sense of comfort, seeing so many people here coming, young families, children, to celebrate. And you know what, friends, it's a symbol of what is happening in our community. I'm getting reports from shuls right across our country. People are coming back to shul. People are coming back to shiurim. They're coming back to davening. They're coming back to help one another with chesed, with wonderful community projects, with everything happening. That is the spirit of the South African Jewish community. That is what makes us so special, and that is what it is to be part of Am Yisrael. That spirit that says, no matter what happens, we believe in a better tomorrow because we are in Hashem's hands. Hashem gave us a neshama, He gave us a soul to start again, to begin again, and to find the strength and the courage to go forward, because He gives us the power of His creativity and His energy. And so, Lag BaOmer Sameach to everybody. It's such a joy to be back in the forest, a joy to be back here at Great Park Shul with all of you, celebrating, and let's go forward and spread the light of tonight to our community, to our country, and to our world. God bless you and thank you.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.